Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Chatty Sunday. I feel like I'm on CBBS, like gonna read you a book, but I've just sneaked off to the conservatory. We are doing like a massive declutter. I don't know about anybody else, but I've just really got the decluttering bug. The kids are just happily playing in the background, so you'll probably be able to hear them. But yeah, in today's video I'm just gonna chit chat really, and I suppose I'm sort of using it as a little bit of a diary as well. Because it's a once in a lifetime thing, isn't it? Well, we would hope so. But yeah, what we started doing on a Saturday is like having like a phone free Saturday. So putting our phones on top of, like, we've got this like IKEA square thing with our box in that the kids keep all the toys in. You've probably got one. And putting our phones and laptops and stuff on the top of that so that we don't just reach for them, because I find that like it's more of the habit of just picking your phone up if you sat down, if it's at the side of you or if it's in your pocket, that makes me go on it more rather than actually needing to. It's more the habit of it. Anyway, so yeah, so we've started doing that, like a phone free Saturday. To be honest, we sort of used to do that a lot anyway, but now it's purposeful. Yeah, and I don't know, I've noticed as well, like since being in lockdown particularly, I get my energy at night time, probably means I'm overtired, but I struggle to get up in the mornings. So I always say that like I'm a night owl, like I'm more productive in the afternoons and at the night time than in the morning, whereas Mike is an early bird, and I think they call them larks when they're up early but they want to go to bed earlier, except Mike tends to just want to get up early and stay up late anyway and just think that he can then just get on with doing it and not be tired, but it don't always work that way. Yeah, and I think we're just finding our new normal. Like, it just feels like this is it now. I don't know whether anyone else feels like that, but it just feels like it's been like this for so long that I can't remember what it was like before lockdown. Which is really weird, and I didn't think I'd get to that point. But I think the kids, Florence in particular, is like absolutely thriving at home. We learning loads about like the animal world and the environment, and she's just got this real like longing to own a zoo and own her own like farm and just have lots of animals and stuff. And we've decided, we've been playing with the idea for the past year, but we've decided that we want to move. And we want to move to Wales. We're kind of sure where we want to go because we've been there a lot. But I think we're more open to it. What we definitely need, even if the house isn't bigger, we just need more outside space and less neighbours. We feel very overlooked. Like, I'm in the conservatory now and I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 houses on this side, then there's another 1, 2, 3 that side, and it just feels like you're enclosed a bit. And cabin fever is well and truly set in, so I think we just need some more outside space, and that's the plan anyway. So hopefully this time next year I'll be watching this video back and being like, oh my god, I remember when I felt like that, and I feel so much better now we're in Wales and we've got our own space, and we've got a few farm animals that we've rescued, because that's the ultimate goal, is to like rescue some animals that were otherwise meant for slaughter. Some issues with that is the fact that Florence has got a dairy and egg allergy, but she really wants chickens. So we'd have to test her, make sure that she's okay to handle the eggs before we were to get them, because if one broke and she touched it and she had an anaphylactic reaction, then that'd be like a no-no. So we have to make sure that she's at least safe to touch, have a touch, rather than eat them. But yeah, and Mike wants a pig and they both want ponies, but ponies can definitely wait. But yeah, it just feels like there's been lots of changes. Grandma and Dad have come to the window, I can hear that they've come to drop some food off. But yeah, and the dog as well, even the dog is like loving being at home. You can probably see from outside that we've got like a little sandpit thing with the umbrella thing. We've got a tuff tray with a little stand here. You alright, kiddo?
Yeah.
Yeah? Is that Grandma and Dad?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes.
Ah. You okay? You have a nice time talking to them? Yeah? But yeah, I think everyone's just slot into it really, and it's just nice. It's funny because there's not like a massive difference between what it was like before and now during lockdown, but I think it's just intensified because we can't go out. Because Florence has got quite severe asthma, we're self-isolating on recommendation from the GP till the 30th of June. So that means that in reality we could possibly go for walks, but when Mike's took the dog for walks in the morning, it's been that busy where we live, there'd just been no way that we could avoid people. It's just one of those things really. We've literally not been outside from the front of our house now for, I don't even know how long, 10 weeks maybe? Yeah, it's just madness. You can't have a minute really, can you, in the house if you've got kids and there's 3 of them always demanding attention, which is fine because we're always entertained, but it just makes filming things and doing anything that isn't involving them a lot harder. I've learned a lot from this. Both Mike and I are a lot more patient than I realised, and probably a lot more of a gentle parenter than I thought I was. Although, do not get me wrong, I am a shouty mum at times. I think if everybody gets to that point where they're just like, right, okay, just go away, go find something, go and do this, or just leave me alone really. It's impossible to be on it all the time, so really do not give yourself like a hard time if you're finding that you're snapping, or if you feel like you're just like on the pin edge of just like that all the time, or you're feeling more anxious. It's perfectly normal. If you're around somebody that much, you just, yeah, it's just hard. And it's natural, it's normal human behaviour to sort of not get on with everybody all the time. You can't get on with everybody all the time. I mean, you think about your relationship with somebody you love. It would be absolutely unachievable to be completely infatuated with that person or completely in love with that person 100% of the time. There's always going to be something that brings up negative emotion. You might feel anger or stress or frustration or just annoyance towards them. Yeah, and as well with that, like, own your negative emotions. If you feel stressed, if you feel annoyed, worked up, whatever you feel towards your kids, your husband, whoever you're living with, even your dog, just own it. It doesn't mean that it's going to feel like that forever. I think it's really unachievable to think that everything's going to be positive all the time. You can't. It's just not natural to be 100% of the time that way, and that's a sort of healthy way of looking at emotions. You need a mix of emotions and a mix of states, and just being different in every situation that would bring like a fulfilling life. You can't be happy all of the time, and this is such a weird situation that actually just own every emotion and don't feel bad and don't feel guilty about it if you feel like that towards somebody. It's perfectly normal. Yeah, I mean, at night time, any other parents have like 0 time together. Mike and I are literally getting the kids to bed, and then all we're doing is either eating if we've not eaten with the children, or we sort of tidy up and then we might watch Netflix for a bit. Which, on that note, if anybody has any Netflix recommendations, then put them in the comments below, because we are clean out. I mean, I even started watching Tiger King again last night, and that's not something you really want to watch twice. It's good, but Mike started watching this documentary on is it Michael Jordan, I think, but I'm not really into that, so I don't watch it with him. I'm just like on Netflix, or I'm on Netflix, on Instagram or TikTok or something like that instead. But yeah, it just feels like everybody's sort of settling in. We all get up at a new time now, all have breakfast together. Pancakes is like the lockdown fave. Like, everybody eats pancakes in the morning, and Mike's getting a bit fed up of making pancakes in the morning now, to be fair. But yeah, it's like our go-to breakfast at the minute, and I love it. I don't think I'd ever get fed up with pancakes. And I've also started doing batch cooking with the slow cooker and just like really random recipes that I've made up over the years, but batch cooking them and then putting them into different meals. So like making a chili, having a chili with a jacket potato, having it with nachos, having like loaded nachos, and then like sandwiches with it. So it's like 3 different meals, but they're all not the same, but it's just got the main key ingredients in it. That's saving loads of time. But yeah, I need to do my hair again. You see, like I've got like a scruffy mum bun. It's gone like really yellow underneath, so I need to tone it again. But yeah, apart from that, we're all doing okay. It's just given us like a whole different perspective, not a whole different perspective on life, because don't get me wrong, we've sort of thought a lot of towards the environment and the way that we buy and get into consumerism and all that stuff before, but it's made me realise I don't need as much as what I thought I did before. Don't know. But yeah, I'm doing a collaboration with Kate this week. Kate Maccabi, I think she pronounces it as, and that will be going live this week. I will pop her details below in the description. But apart from that, really, it's just everyday normalness. So I will see you again on Wednesday. I'm planning to upload Wednesday, Friday and Sunday at the minute, so that's 3 times a week. If you fancied coming in, just having a chat, then that's fine. I'll keep doing Chatty Sundays. I might just mix them up every now and again with like favourites and stuff like that, but let me know what days work best, and I will see you in the next video.